Hi, I'm Carla Hall from Top Chef All Stars, and you're watching iVillage.com. I know people were probably wondering, how did Big Bird get on a runway? I know, but what was it like? It wasn't a dream of mine. I mean, a lot of times girls grow up wanting to model. I didn't. I fell into it. I fell into it at Howard University, and then I hated my accounting job, so I went to Paris, as you do, and just had a telephone number and beat the pavement. It was a wonderful experience of being on my own, being in a foreign country, and actually thinking that I was taking care of myself. The fact was, I had a bank account where I was, not having to rely on the modeling. It's interesting how you want to change your body at that age, and you're going to these castings and they're saying, oh, your ears are too this, or your nose is too that, and they're like, oh my God, my nose, my ears. Like, honey, you really need to love yourself for who you are and what you have. And I think that was interesting, but I was older, so I was 25, as opposed to hearing this at 19 or 20. The thing that I did get, though, people would say, oh, where are you from? You look so exotic. And so often people will make up these stories. And I was like, oh, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. And they're like, oh. I mean, it ruined the illusion of being from this exotic place. And people were saying, oh, make something up. I'm like, no, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Going from the runway to the kitchen started every Sunday when the models would have these brunches. Contrary to what people believe, models could probably eat you under the table. I don't know what they do after they eat, but for the most part, my friends were, A-okay. You know what I mean? We had these great big brunches at this woman's house named Elaine. And everybody would talk about, oh, my mother does this, my mother does that. I mean, my mother made Aunt Jemima boxed pancakes, so I wasn't really contributing. But I was like, oh my gosh, all of the socialization that goes on in the kitchen. And I started buying cookbooks, and that was the whole thing of how this all got started. When I was in France, I had gotten a French book. It was similar to Julia Child's, where it was a textbook on French cooking, and I would just go page by page by page, and then I started buying magazines. Wherever I went, I would go grocery shopping and get some local magazine or cookbook.